Hey, how's it going? Just doing some road tripping in southern Alberta this morning. Not a super concrete agenda, but wanted to get into some mountain photography a little bit and hit some interesting points along the path. Not sure where I'm gonna go, but right now I'm just along the highway, actually, as you can probably hear. So that's the noise, but just want to photograph one of Alberta's most famous trees, and it also happens to be dead, which is kind of odd. It's the Burmis tree, and it's just outside Crow's Nest, southern Alberta. So I'm gonna just show you some b-roll of this spot, and then I'm gonna photograph this, and then I'm gonna turn around probably and head back the other way towards Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. So let's do some b-roll right now.
I guess I thought I'd have it figured out by now, but I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how anybody else knows. Time keeps moving, I keep getting older. Fuck, where did my life go? I gave it up for something false I thought I chose.
So basically simple shots, just trying to stay low. It's so hard to talk here on the highway, but yeah, just stay low. Use some of the rock in the foreground to just kind of be a little blurry, and use the sun to get that nice blue sky and make everything just super colorful and pop. I think these images are probably sufficiently unique to be in demand on stock, so hopefully get some good shots here. Anyway, my battery's a little bit low, so I'm gonna keep going here and get some shots, and then I'll show you what I took here at the Burmis in outside Crow's Nest Pass. All right.
Here and now I'm waiting for a sign to tell me something I already know. It's obvious. Here and now my mind is saying what I want. It's something I already know.
All right, hope you like those. I am off to my next location right now, which might be Lundbrick Falls, or I may head straight to Head Smashed In, but we'll see. And hang on.
It's obvious. Haven't been happy in a while. I try my best to hide it with a smile, so you can't see it on my face.
All right, at Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump, showed some b-roll coming in, and just walking the top of the cliff face. It's a beautiful spot overlooking the prairies from the hill here, and a little cloudy and hazy, but so the views aren't great, but otherwise it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna try to get some shots out here while I'm here, mostly for stock, but I'll show you those once I get them. So basically behind me, what happened is indigenous peoples that lived in the area used to run herds of buffalo off the cliff just to make it easier to kill them, so the buffalo would be, or the bison would be, crushed at the bottom of the cliff face, and then parties of people, women and children and men would harvest the buffalo after they had gone off the cliff. And you know what happens when you go off a cliff. So that's kind of what this place is all about. And apparently one of the hunters, the carcasses piled up, and they're so plentiful, and he was crushed against the cliff, and so that's why they call it Head Smashed In. So I'm just gonna keep going along the top of the cliff face here.
When I finally think I've said goodbye to the emptiness I feel inside, I come back to the same place.
Okay, so right behind me is the cliff face where they would drive the bison off of. It's a really beautiful spot. There's a big, I don't know if it was, I couldn't really tell from here if it was a big fat badger or a marmot just on the rocks. So that was kind of cool. I'll throw a picture of it up. I don't have a long enough lens to really get anything good from it, but maybe someone knows whether it's a badger or a marmot or something. It's pretty big. So anyway, I'm not going to babble on. Just going to show you some more scenes. The sun's kind of breaking through the clouds here and there, so trying to photograph when I get a mix of cloud and sun just to make it nice. And yeah, I'm just going to keep exploring the place. I'll after I finish up here, I'm going to go back in and do the museum, see if there's any photographs to be had in there, in addition to just having a look through. But I've been here before, so I'm not super keen. This is mostly you know, a stock photography trip to a World Heritage Site, and I checked online and there's not a ton of stuff out there that's that good. So despite the conditions and the sort of cloudiness, I'm hoping to get something that's good. Usually these tourist places, it's better if it's nice out. I think buyers want to have photographs of a place that looks nice. Not just the site, but also the weather and the environment. It's just more attractive if it's not looking miserable outside, I think, in tourist related stock, especially daytime stuff. So I'm trying to get something nice, even though it's kind of cloudy and hazy, and we'll see how that goes. Regardless, they'll all go up, the ones that I take here. So gonna get shooting, and I'm gonna get going from here as soon as I can to get as many stops in. Hoping to do some abandoned stuff too if I can get away with it on this trip. Anyway, enough chatter. I'll show you the shots out here, then I'll show you stuff from inside the museum. I won't film in there just because, or at least talk in there just because I'm a terrible introvert. So that's what I'm gonna do, and yeah, here I am. All right, thanks for watching to this point. Okay, that's me done at Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump World Heritage Site on the transition from the prairies to the mountains close to, I guess it's Fort McLeod. Beautiful spot. It's a great museum actually, and you sort of do the from the top to bottom, where you go outside, then you come back in and you go down through the exhibit, and it's really, or the exhibits, and it's really about the way Indigenous people here hunted and used buffalo or bison, and then also about its disappearance through hunting and sort of you know, excessive exploitation. They're coming back now. There's a lot of herds being rebuilt on the prairie, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, Indigenous stock photography is great area to focus on, just because there's a lot of demand right now, and I sell a lot of it, so I try to do as much as I can. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going to the next spot. All right, at my next stop, old abandoned house. Had to squeeze in one abandonment photography location on this trip. Just goes to show you can sort of mix stuff you like with, I guess, stock photography, which is kind of work. So this is what I like, and I'm gonna try to squeeze one in. I'll just show you what I'm looking at here in a second. All right, so the place is behind me. I'm just actually trying to take a long exposure just because conditions aren't great for just regular photography, but the clouds are kind of drifting off to the side, so even that's not working, and I don't know if I really like my composition. But I'm here. I'm gonna get this shot and then I'm gonna get out of here since I'm on someone's property. There isn't a no trespassing sign, but it's best not to linger, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna finish this shot and keep going. So yeah, I walked around. After I did my long exposure, I walked around and actually found the composition like better, but I just took a straight up photo. So lesson, just make sure you scout and you look around for that best location to shoot before setting up and firing away. Anyway, I'm gonna call this a video. I'm gonna stop in at a few spots on the way back, just more for stock, because I think this is getting pretty long at this point. I'll post any images that I haven't got posted yet after this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Just take care out there.